Helluva Boss is a series that I've been keeping up with for quite some time now, and one that I feel gets a bit too much shit online. Like, sure, the show isn't perfect, but it's not the hot garbage that you'd think it is if you only watched YouTube video essays about it. However, there is one criticism thrown against Helluva as well as its sister series Has-Been Hotel that I fully agree with, that being how much of the lore isn't actually explained or shown in the shows, but rather scattered across tweets, live streams and interviews from the show's creator Vivzipop. It's not some minor stuff either. Things like the sinners being confined to the Pride Ring, Hell's hierarchy of power, or when the main sinners even lived and what their origins were are only explained by word of God. I'm talking about all of this now because one of the most egregious examples of this lore hiding has occurred with the new Helluva episode. Spoilers, obviously. In the new episode we get the reveal of Satan, who is essentially acting as Hell's stand-in ruler now that Lucifer is off being, depressed and making rubber ducks. And in the episode's song Mastermind, Satan says this quote, "I've ruled the endless dark since long before the golden angel's fall." The golden angel here is obviously Lucifer, based on the silhouette of him that Satan makes, and the fact that Asmodeus and Beelzebub glance at Lucy's seat as he says this. Now this line has some pretty major implications for the timeline of the series and for Satan as a character. For starters, we know that Hell was created when Lucifer tempted Eve with the fruit of knowledge, thus introducing sin to the world, and he got subsequently banished to Hell for this action. However, we don't actually know how much time elapsed between these two events. It's possible that there was a pretty wide gap between Hell being created and Lucifer's fall, in which time Satan was the one that ruled over Hell, explaining this line in the song. It is also possible, however, that the endless dark isn't even referring to Hell, but rather whatever existed before Hell was formed from Lucifer introducing sin to humanity, with Satan acting as a ruler to this primordial darkness. There's also the question of how Lucifer became the ruler of Hell. I imagine that the sin of wrath wouldn't be one for a peaceful transition of power, so there probably was some big battle between them that Satan lost. This would also make the relationship between Lucifer and Satan a lot more interesting, with Lucifer being this usurper that stole Satan's role, only for him to then disappear again, giving Satan a pretty good reason to resent Lucy and oh, never mind. Turns out Satan is just a big ol' liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. This is really annoying to me. Not only is Satan just being a big liar that wants to look cool, a lot less interesting of a concept than the alternative, but it also just isn't made clear at all in the episode. If anything, the opposite is true, since right before this line, the rest of the sins affirm Satan's statement of being the law in Hell. And sure, Satan's called the father of lies in the Bible, but when the fuck has the Bible been useful to judge a character in the Helluvaverse? There's also that glance that Bee and Ozzy give each other that Vivzi says was supposed to show that Satan was talking out of his ass. But that glance could be interpreted as fucking anything. Most people, including myself, thought that they were annoyed with Lucifer being an absentee ruler. So most people who watched this episode and don't follow the creator on social media, which is to say a lot of people, would just think that Satan was saying the truth here. And Vivzi recognizes that this glance alone is way too subtle, so why not change it a bit? Maybe have one of them whisper, "Yeah, right," or "the father of lies." Just give us something. Anyway, the point of this video, aside from me ranting about how cool of an idea Satan ruling Hell before Lucifer could have been, is to say that the viewers shouldn't be expected to be digging through social media to get explanations for major lore like this. It should just be made clear in the show itself. But anyways, that's all I had to say. If you agreed, remember to give a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.